flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerge victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always...
Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Dallas Cowboys. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go. At their own 30-yard
line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Not today, you won't. Not today.
We're going to 54. Why?
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Out
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Looking deep in the direction of Cook. And got his man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott, he's going to look end zone. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
At the 43-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Let it go.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Rush coming, and he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete, and he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Murray now. Able to find Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Parkey with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Brings up 2nd and 3. The 36-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
That's it, baby. We got
first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Another try after the first down sack. Murray, and he's got it. Got his man on the end route, complete. And down he'll go at the 25. These two teams all tied after one. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Murray. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray going to lead his guys up first and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. First down, Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Murray. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike.
To throw on third down, Murray, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Here we go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards to pick up there. They go play action here on first down. Letting one fly deep. And this is caught inside the 5. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. And even 50 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Murray now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Murray now, 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Johnson, and he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On second down and 4, Murray. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play here for Dallas. And even 40 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there. In the end zone.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper again the target. 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 55 Mike, guys. 55 set. Record. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming after you. Get up.
On 3rd down, Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Murray now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Back to the air on second down. It's Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long.
Mike. I got one. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Check pass.
Murray with a third and long. He's going to go for it all.
What we got?
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Murray keeps it himself. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. Another shot from the one on second and goal. So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. On first down, Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
53 to Mike. 53. Check 53. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. 53. Mike. I smell fear in it all.
From the 45 on second down, Murray. That's caught at the 25. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
To throw, it's Murray. He finds his man, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
That play was well covered, just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
3rd and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction. To throw is Murray. Room to run past midfield. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
53 to Mike. 53 to Mike. It's a party now.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Wide open receiver complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Set. Here's the outlaw. 53. All day, punk. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Shotgun now from Murray. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in.
We got this.
That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
53 for Mike.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check cross, check cross, check cross. Let up. Mike, 53. 53, Mike. Stop, do better. Come on, QB, come on.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Parkey with the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away.
Let's go. Do it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They go to Elliott again. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Here we go. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got Cruz complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
I got it. Shift. Watch the shift.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cardinals' 43-yard line.
Here we go.
On second down, it's Pollard. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Trying to run for it with Pollard. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to fourth down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed.
Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Elliott. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Second and 11 at the 32-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. We are off to the fourth quarter here on this special Christmas Day broadcast. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I'm here all day. I'm here all day. Hey, kill.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys at the cornerback position.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Maher is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, it's a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
53, check 53. It's been a long day for you. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
3 bucks. 53 to Mike. do what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. 53 to Mike. 53.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free. No first down.
Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is brought in at the 21. A field position changer there. 49 yards on the punt. Couple that with a loss on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Prescott. That one complete. Elliott powers over it.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On second down now. It's Elliott. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up? And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Elliott. And an alley to run. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
That's it. Mike 54. Mike 54. Bring it. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
On second down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Double dog, double dog. That's the way. Trump. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
To throw on third down. Murray. Able to find Isabella. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 24 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 15. And the return will stop right around the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and it's complete. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone, but they win big.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DJ Swearinger. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Intended that time for Cooper. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he's got his man on the out route. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Cowboys, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the